Hello, I'm Sandra Perry with the Labour and Employment Group of Bose McKinney Evans. When was the last time you updated your employee handbook? Do you even have an employee handbook? Employers need to have an up-to-date handbook for their employees because that handbook can serve several purposes that are beneficial for your business. Having certain policies can actually provide an employer with a defense against liability. If you have an equal employment opportunity policy and anti-harassment policies that contain a mechanism for employees to be able to come forward and make complaints of alleged discrimination or harassment, and the employee does not come forward and take advantage of that policy and then files a lawsuit against you, you're going to be able to point to that policy as an affirmative defense against liability. You don't want to give up that defense by not having an appropriate policy or policies in place. Your employee handbook policies can also help you successfully defend against employees' claims for unemployment compensation benefits. The most effective way to be able to prevail in an unemployment compensation benefits case is to show that the employee knowingly violated a reasonable and uniformly applied work rule. With that in mind, it's a good idea to make sure that you have those work rules in your employee handbook and also be able to show that your employee signed off on receiving that document. As well, your employee handbook is a very important tool in helping to protect your confidential and your trade secret information. Your policies should make very clear to your employees that they have a responsibility to safeguard and not engage in the unauthorized use or disclosure of your confidential or proprietary information. Also, having such a policy in place is invaluable in the trade secret context. If you have information that you want to establish as trade secret in nature, you're going to need to show as part of that you have put appropriate policies in place to safeguard the confidentiality of that information. That, of course, is where your confidentiality policies in your employee handbook are going to come into play. Finally, an employer has flexibility in terms of its paid time off policies, flexibility in terms of how much paid time off you give, when that time off can be used, and also when that time off is going to be payable. However, you need to make sure that the terms and conditions of your paid time off policies are set out in your employee handbook so that there's no ambiguity and so that you don't become vulnerable to legal claims. These were just a few reasons for you to update or draft your employee handbook. No matter the size of your business, legal counsel can help you to identify what policies are going to be legally essential for you, what policies may just be useful for your business, and also, and very importantly, how to put together your handbook and policies to really emphasize the values and culture of your particular workplace. Again, I'm Sandra Perry. Thank you so much for listening to me, and if you have any questions at all, please do not hesitate to contact me.